All right, well, this is, not the typical intro. Maybe I'm actually holding my camera up here. But Dan and I are here at Old Heights Brewery in Hightstown, and we're going to try out some of the beer because this place looks really awesome. So, hi, my name is Gabriel Manick. I'm an actor, and I'm thirsty. All right. Well, we are here at Old Heights Brewing Company in Hightstown, New Jersey. And this is my buddy Dan, Danny Sambora. Is that what we're going with?
My my name of the past, and what could have been, right? That's what it could have been. I could have been on stage.
I could have been a contender.
I could have been. I could have been on the waterfront. Great movie.
Absolutely. Wait, that's a movie? On the waterfront?
It's from the movie On the Waterfront with Marlon Brando. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It could have been a contender.
That's the famous line. He's just in the back of the car and he's just lamenting and.
You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody.
He just throws that line right to.
Okay.
I forgot I think Rod Steiger. Just lets it all out.
See, this is
Famous scene.
This is the stuff that I was too busy either listening to Weird Al Yankovic or watching some Abbott and Costello movie, which is still good stuff.
It still is, Hey, you hear that stuff and it makes you want to discover where the original kind of shtick came from.
It's true.
So.
It's true. And I don't know. At least in my opinion, sometimes I actually think the Weird Al version is a little better than the original. The original's still very good.
Weird Al does so much justice.
Yeah.
To so many things that are already ingrained in culture, but he just amplifies it and makes it so entertaining. And he makes you like it more, like you said.
I agree. Sometimes there's a little more punch in the songs too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, Weird Al Yankovic. In one day, obviously all the food songs like "Fat," "Eat It," "Lasagna," like all those.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have to get him on here as a guest one day. Well, for food review, yeah.
Oh yes, and I would, man. Imagine if he did Saga Begins.
Oh yeah.
Full, what is it, like 5-6 minutes long?
Something like that. Yeah.
That is one of the most. One of the most catchy parody songs ever.
I agree.
I've loved it ever since it came out.
I agree. That's actually the song that got me into Weird Al in the first place. It opened it up to me.
I agree right there. My brothers bought that CD. That was the first track, and that's one that got me into it too. There was so much good on there.
I agree.
So much, yeah.
This is turning into like a music film podcast thing. These poor people have now scrolled through. What is it? They tapped on the right side of the screen. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. You jerks! Watch the whole thing. We got personalities.
Exactly.
Yeah, history too. So
we'll get to the point soon.
Yes.
But this is cool. This is really fun right now.
We're here for beer. So Dan and I both agreed that we should go with something that shows a little history, involves the history of Hightstown. So we decided to go with the 1721 Light Golden Lager, which
really looks great.
Looks really, really great. Especially now you can see the light coming.
Oh yeah.
Right? You see how that comes through the glass?
That is
Very
a nice beer hue right there.
Yeah.
And a lot of history behind this, and
wow, it's good aroma.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1721. So what the description says, well, it's a 6.5. So in my case, I don't think I've had too many lagers that are in the sixes. Even Fat Tire, that's an amber lager. And
Fat Tire, yeah.
It's like 5.9.
I think it's lower than that, actually. I
Really?
think it's like 5.2.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That's a good starting start of the night beer, a Fat Tire. Like lagers in general, I love them.
Yeah.
Fat Tire definitely is a go-to at the beginning of the night.
It's good stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Our lager has a touch of sweetness balanced by a bit of spice from traditional noble German hops, and is brewed to celebrate the year Hightstown was founded. So 1721. God, it feels like yesterday when this town was founded, right?
Yes.
We're vampires, hence the hair and our pale skin.
Yes. This is definitely where we are. And that founding speech you just gave, it's like giving me Oregon Trail, Oregon Trail vibes. Oregon. Is
Oregon. Is it still there? Yeah, we don't know. We'll check up on
Oregon.
it soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oregon Trail. Now I'm doing it. Oregon Trail. You know, livers.
Yeah. The oxen rolled in near the train tracks. Well, there were no train tracks. What am I saying? They rolled in, and somebody was infected with cholera or something. You know, like the Oregon Trail, they'd be like, the wagon has to stop. There's somebody has cholera or something like that.
Very rare disease that hopefully is not even, well, it was common then, not common now.
Tainted water.
Speaking of organs, we should probably be taking care of our livers.
Yes.
We're gonna have a sip of this, tell you what we think. So, first bite? No, not first bite. First sip's the one that counts when you're thirsty. Cheers, man.
True words. Cheers.
No?
One sip.
Wow, that has a lot of taste. Has a lot of flavor.
That's good. That's just it's just complete. It's very complete. It's very thorough. It's got a lot of character.
Oh yeah. You definitely get the sweetness in there too. Like like I said, balanced sweetness.
The sweetness hits me in a good way right on the first sip.
Yeah.
And then the finish is very smooth, very like comforting. It's just really well balanced. I think this is definitely like a start of the night beer, and I think it's a really like across the board kind of beer. I think many people that don't perhaps go as high as a Pilsner, God bless them, would enjoy this beer, I think.
So basically, if you're a Michelob Ultra, Coors Light, Miller Lite, Budweiser, even PBR kind of person, this is a good way to go. I mean, it's definitely going to be a percentage, maybe even a 1.5% higher in ABV. It's still really good. It doesn't drink like a 6.5 either. It drinks like a 4.8, 4.9, maybe a 5.2.
Yeah. It's definitely, it's really not that much up there, and I really enjoy this. This is really good.
Yeah, man, and we were going to potentially start with a hazy IPA. It starts us off in a good direction.
It really does. I'm glad we chose this.
Yeah. Oh, and what I love about I see it a lot in Pilsners, but it's getting that bready taste. It's like you just had maybe a slice of white bread from the bakery.
Oh,
and maybe a little butter.
Awesome.
And you know that flavor afterwards, that taste. You're like, I just had some bread, some like good baked bread. That's what it tastes like.
Nothing like it.
Fantastic.
This is really, really satisfying. Yeah.
All right.
There's a bakery around here. I'm thinking of it.
Yeah. Now we need some croissants. All right. So what do you think? What do you think you would give it? 0 out of 10.
Wow.
Based on a lager scale.
Yeah.
I guess German lager. So German lagers.
German lagers.
Yeah. Lagers.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this one.
It's tough.
Yeah, I'm meditating on this. I'm gonna give it an 8.3.
8.3.
I'm gonna give it an 8.3. Yep.
Okay,
That's a nice 8.3 right here.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It says a lot. It definitely says a lot. And I mean,
I think a lot of people are gonna enjoy this beer.
Yeah.
When everybody sees the review, when you come down here, it's right at the top of the menu. It's smack 1721 right there to start off, and I think people are definitely gonna just choose this as their debut in Old Heights.
and it's not bad. What is it? It's like $7 for a full pour, so it's pretty good. And if you want a half pour, it's like $5. So, yeah, man, I think your 8.3 That's a really good score.
I'm feeling that 8.3. How about you?
What do you think? Now thinking about it, because like, if it was like a 5, you know, kind of like I would say more of a standard lager in terms of like 5.3, 5.5%. I already know the score, like what I would give it. But the fact that it's a 6.5, I don't know, because there's a lot to consider about that. But again, the fact that it's so drinkable, and when I say drinkable, I mean like, oh, it's palatable. No. It's like sometimes 6.5 seems intimidating for some people. They're like, I don't know, that might be a lot.
Yeah.
But you know, have some lunch or dinner before you come here. You weakling.
Yeah, come on in.
Prepare.
Take a risk. Take a fine risk.
There you go.
And you will not regret it.
Take a risk. Bring the board game. Have some fun here with the board game.
Yeah.
The game of risk.
This place definitely has room to spread out. So you can have like a little private event up where we are and tune the radio to whatever you want. It's really spacious here. Really cool.
So, okay, for the 1721 Golden Lager, man, that sweetness really is there.
That sweet, it is like right on the first sip. I get it, but man, compared to other lagers, this just goes down so nice.
Yeah,
it's just, for lack of a better word, I will say it again: balanced but robust with upon the first sip.
Totally,
really, really nice.
All right, well, I've taken more sips than Dan here, so I'm in trouble. I'm gonna have to go.
I went down a little.
Now you're trying to catch up. I'm going to go with an 8.4. Just above Dan. I'm going to go with an 8.4 because
we're in a little squeeze here.
A little squeeze, that's right. Okay. Yeah, just because it's really solid. It's really, really solid. And also, look, I'm a huge believer in, you know, with food and also just with beer. What contributes to the taste and the experience of drinking it is the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm sure you've had many moments when you've had the same beer or even the same food. Well, we'll keep it to beer. You know, maybe you've had Miller Lite at a bar, at a dive bar, and it gives you one feel, and you're kind of like, it's okay. But then when you're with your buddies or you're with your girlfriends, watching a football game or watching The Bachelor, you're going to get a different feel for it, and it's going to taste different. So based on drinking this beer here at this awesome brewery, the aesthetics is really awesome. Really kind of caters to the history of the town. 8.4, man. 8.4. So there we go.
I like that score.
It's good.
And we're right there. It's definitely up there, guys.
Absolutely.
It's definitely up there. It's so far, it's been a fun experience here. Got really nice staff behind the bar. Just feel like you're, you know, part of the community right when you walk in here. It's really a nice experience so far. So
absolutely.
And the beer to go along with it is it's a nice top off as well.
Agreed. So
that's good.
We're gonna head out here. Well, I mean, no, we're gonna continue having some beer here and continue catching up because we haven't seen each other in a while, except for maybe last week. But we got more to catch up on. Dan, you'll probably see him again because it just based on the fact that we didn't have the beer until like 7 minutes in. I don't know. We might have to. I might have to start a podcast, or we might have to at some point. I don't know because we went to college together, studied TV and film, so we both have passion and love for the cinema, but also music because we were in a band together and we sang together. So we'll have to start something else at another time. So if you want to see Dan back here, definitely write in the comments, just down below. I know John, you'll be saying. You'll be all over it. Dave Ertley, I'm not too sure. Maybe you will. Maybe he will. But we shall see. So, see you on the next review.
See you guys.